think I'm live. Complete with runny nose. Good evening, YouTube. It's Saturday, 6:10. I got home from the car boot sale and nobody was in the house. This is the moment, I thought, to do a live stream. Nobody home. Nobody else will use the internet. I can do a live stream. Nobody will interrupt. The internet will not disappear. What do I hear outside the window? Natalie coming home. Prepared to say goodbye, everybody. I am joined by John Clissold, by Al Zatic and by Cat Rants. Nice to see you all. And Daniel Warren. Bear with me, I'm going to try and bring the chat up on my PC screen, which means we'll probably get some interference with the sound for a second. So yeah, good connection for now. Hi Amelia, hi Falling on a Bruise, which is Andrea, and Dawn Evans. Hi to all of you. Front door's opening. Natalie's entering the house. Hi to all of you. There's the sound interference. Natalie in the house. Say goodbye to the internet any minute now. Hi Gary from Southwest Cellars, and hi Paul Mary. And somebody saying hi Nick, and yet I don't see Nick. Where's Nick? Oh, there's Nick. Hi Nick. My favourite Bristolian nutter. Nick, how many Bristolian nutters do you have? See, that's how I win these things. Missy Moose joined us. Amelia, Al Zatic is asking, how's the office going, Amelia? Are you having a new office? I'll be very jealous. No, you're on the squint, so I'm just going to straighten you guys up. This is where the whole thing falls off the stand. And we've been joined by Janet and by Becca. Hi everybody. I'm sorry if I've missed everyone. I thought I would pop on while everybody was out, as I was saying earlier. If you missed that, I was just saying, there was nobody in the house. Now is the time to do a stream. Nobody's here to interfere with the internet. As I started, Natalie's come home. So in a minute, I'll probably have to bellow at her to get off the internet. I thought I would do a quick live stream of today's car boot sale pickups. Hi Lainey Ray. Oh, I've started breaking today's car sale pickups already. And hi Peter Ray. Amelia says it's going very well. She's got all stock is getting loved tomorrow. You don't love it today? I love all my stock as soon as I buy it. It's loved. And the 15 bin bags of unlisted clothes I've found. Maybe it's moved tomorrow. Maybe the stock's getting moved tomorrow. We've been joined by Phoebe from Fin Fashion Plus. And I think I've caught up with them. If I've missed, then I'm very sorry. I'm going to take the slightly unusual move of showing you my wet laundry to start off with. Not my own personal wet laundry. You don't need to see my smalls. Even my smalls aren't small. You don't need to see them. But I'm gonna. What I did was I came home from the car boot sale. Immediately, I opened one of the bags, and I just got that smell of clothes that have been stored somewhere. God knows where. In a garage, maybe in a loft. I don't know. But that smell just came out of the bag, and I thought all of this has to go in the machine straight away. So it's been through on a very quick 39-minute wash. Don't know why you need to know the times. I have a 39-minute wash on my washing machine. This is thrilling stuff. So it's been through on there, and I brought it upstairs damp so that I could show you. So bear with. And then I'll have to go down and either be tumble dried or stuck on the radiators or something. So first up then, I was very pleased to spot, this is one of the first things I spotted when I arrived. Yeah, that smell, Becca says, you know that smell. That smell that you go, oh dear. It's a combination of perhaps it wasn't washed properly before it was put away, and then it's been stored, and then I don't know what's happened after that. So first up, a Joe Brown's, there's your label, Joe Brown's plus size denim jacket. The nice thing about Joe Brown's is they always have some kind of unusual design detail, and as you can see at the back of this one, it's got a fishtail effect, petal effect on the back there. So really nice Joe Brown's denim jacket for £1. Lovely, like to get nice stuff for £1, and it's a size 24. So Fatbird denim jacket for £1. Win. Open bum flap, says Gary. Absolutely, yeah. Sainsbury's laundry pearls, £2.50. Proper smell nice. I'm about to look for those. Nick's been in the bath for an hour. How dirty were you, Nick? Or do we not need to know? Were you proper grubby? If he's been in the loft, mind, he's been in the loft all week, I think. Lex Oliver says, a Carla video while I list my vintage fugly clothes. So yeah, so one very damp denim jacket. Smells a bit better now. It smells a bit storagey, but it's better than it was. By the time it's been tumble dried, hopefully it'll be okay. Of course, I've got nowhere to put it. And from the same lady, I've bought actually clothes from this lady before. She's a very small lady, and yet she often has big clothes, so I don't know whether perhaps she sells for a relative or something. This is... Now, it's not my style. I can't wear massive woolly jumpers. Amelia says she's got to go to the parcel shop if she wants to watch the video. It'll be there for you later, darling. I promise I won't delete it. That was a silent scream. Did you all hear my silent? Could you see my silent scream? Get a router for your internet. I don't know what that is. You would not believe how technophobic I am. I've got a thingy. I've got a modem box. I thought we had a router. I don't know. I've got a thingy. It comes. They come and they fit it, and it doesn't work. And I did reboot the modem. I turned the modem around because I realised it was facing the wall, and apparently they're not meant to. Hi, Frida. So I rebooted it. I turned it around, and that is literally the extent of my technical know-how. I was just on Fugly Jumpers. Natalie swears blind she's not on the internet, by the way. So, Fugly Jumper from Essence at Evans. So, there's no way that I would wear this myself. I can't wear massive woolly jumpers, but somebody will want it, and it's certainly woolly jumper weather. And I think this is a size 24. Hi, Karin. Size 26 to 28, so even better. There we go. Where this was, I put this on my legs while I was trying to sort the internet, and I've got wet legs now. And again, from the same lady, another woolly jumper. These are both the kinds that have the big flap down neck thing. If anybody knows what this style of neckline is called, I'd be grateful to hear it for when I list these. And again, that'll be 26 to 28 again. So those two were 50p each. Definitely money in those. And the last of my damp washing. Bardo neckline. Thank you, Alzatic. That does sound right. Hubby says I need to hardline my laptop. Karin, that would be a great idea if I were on a laptop. Not on a laptop. Filming you on my mobile phone and watching you on the PC. So, oh, you calling a turkey neck, Gary? No turkey neck yet. Actually, it's starting to go a bit turkey-like. Yeah, bit of a wibble wobble. So, this one is Jules. It's a Jules Children's, aged 6 or 8. I can't even see that. Old age. Aged 8. It's got a rather nice little Dalmatian on it. That was 50p. 50p. And then from the same seller, hi Pixie Dust. This is white stuff, and it's a really nice cotton linen blend tunic, but again it's very damp at the moment. Also 50p, and from the same seller. If I pause the live stream on the PC it will save it, and I'll still be able to watch the chat. Nick, you're a genius. Will I still be able to watch the chat? Nod once for yes, twice for no. What is the point of that? I won't be able to see you nodding. I'm a bloody loon. Pause. No, I've forwarded. I've gone off the live. I'm such a muppet. Good God. Bowden jersey cardigan with a velour neckline, 50p. That's Deb Stevens talking to me as well, if you heard a biddly boop. Right, hang on then. Let me see if I can find the pause. Because I've got stop or play. Why have I not got pause? Just stop, yeah? I've managed to stop myself on the screen doing this. So that looks wonderful. Lots of people type stuff in the chat, so I see if it moves up. Dawn said she went to a charity shop today, saw white stuff. Yeah, $8.99. Yeah, charity shops know that white stuff sells well and they've bumped the prices up. And Amelia's been... Well, see, you say you've been naughty and haven't been to the car boot for a month, but that could, on the other side of the coin, that could have been very well behaved and not been to the car boot for over a month, depending on your point of view. And Lex Oliver loves my face. What, generally my face or this one? That face. That's the one I do wear most of the time. So yeah, I have paused it. Apparently I'm saving bandwidth. I don't know what bandwidth is. I have no idea, but apparently I'm saving some. Thank you, Nick. So that's good. I got a sensor computer chess for £2. He wanted 3. That one, Lex, that one. He wanted £3. I offered him 2. This has got that smell about it as well. That storage smell. And what made me laugh was he said, and it works. And I thought, well, good. But of course he could be lying. I'll get it out and check it later. I can't play chess. Well, I can. I know the basics of chess, but I'm not very good at... With chess, you have to think several moves ahead, don't you? You have to do that kind of, if I do this, they'll do that, and then they can do this, and then I can do that, and then I'll go, ha-ha! Whereas I'm too busy going, where does this one go? This one does move. So I know where all the pieces move, but I've got no tactics. Nick and Andrea fell off the tap wagon and filled the back of the car. Was it the Mini? Because if so, that doesn't count. That's a tiny haul. Amelia says she does better at charity shops than at car boots for some odd reason. I get much better prices at car boots. And Alzatic missed a jumble sale because she had the kids. I would have taken the children. You take the children, you give them £1 each, and you set them a challenge. Who can get the most number of items for their £1? And off they go. And if you're lucky, you get to leave while they're still shopping. Let's say that. Peter Razor is local card. Oh, no, the Ford estate. My son's bought a Ford Focus estate today, so maybe I'll take his car next time. Peter Razor is local car group tomorrow, selling and maybe buying. Definitely buying. Come on, Peter, we know you. Karen's had gammon, wedges, onion rings and sweet corn. Shut up, making me hungry. Sib K, how many disconnections so far? One, Sib. One disconnection so far. One and counting. 6-year-old takes the 1-year-old. Anna's at it. She's got a 1-year-old and a 6-year-old, so it's impossible. You give the 1-year-old to the 6-year-old and off you guys go. So, next item. I've got an head. It's not for Edna. I've given Edna a bubble wrap head, as you know. I also have a body, but I put the head and the body in separate bags so they wouldn't clang together and smash. See? See? Always thinking. Listen to your dad. Peter K. I have a head and I have a body. They are chip-free for now. They will not remain chip-free. I've sold one of these before. By the time it got there, Hermes had turned it into its original components, which were powder. But I paid £1 for it. Paid £1 for it. Bound to get more than £1. And then all I've got to do is rise to the challenge of getting it there. It is a Bertie Bassett Jelly Baby Dawn. There's lots of hi Sibs, hi Peter, hi Peter, Peter, hi Peter, Peter, Peter. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, where's the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked? All we need now is Allian, Tin Can, Copper Kettle, Brass Band, Fernley, and I am totally up to date with all of my tongue twisters. There was a lady at the car boot doing DVDs. Paul Breck has joined us. Hi, Paul. Doing DVDs 5 for £1. I didn't want any of them, but they're 5 for £1. So I thought I might do a little... This one's for Natalie. Natalie has never seen this, can you believe? I thought I might do a little Christmas bundle, 4 Christmas DVDs. I've paid 80p for them. I'm bound to get more than 80p if I put them up as a Christmas bundle. Red lorry, yellow lorry. I can't do that one. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow... Oh, maybe I can a bit. I can do She Sells Seashells on the Seashore. Lainey Ray, I got told to sign out of the Wi-Fi on anything that isn't being used as it sets aside some of the bandwidth, and Sib K says it doesn't really work. I don't know how any of it works. 3 grey geese? Why must I say 3 grey... I can't. I said it once, one time. Why am I doing this? Tune in on your Saturday evening to watch Carla talking complete and utter bum fluff. Why not? Okay, plush and a teddy, that works well. Yeah, maybe a Christmas teddy and 4 DVDs. Frida says she was waiting for me to say that, what, the Allian, Tin Can, Copper Kettle, Brass Fan, Fernley. She's not even here, and I've said it twice. 1 king, 2 king, 3 king, 4 kings. Sib K, nice try. I have a Peter Rabbit Baby Keep. Why are we all... Okay, we're all now doing tongue twisters. I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's son. I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes. Peter Rabbit Keepsake Capsule. These sell for about a tenner. I've looked these up. I didn't mention them. Bertie Bassett should go for 15, and then I'll have to refund the 15 when he gets smashed on the way. So yeah, these go for about a tenner, and I paid £1.50. £1.50 on that one. So woodchucks. How much wood would a woodchuck would? I can't even remember it. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Enough of this test. Enough now. It's bound to go horribly wrong. A very old Slimming World pack. I didn't realise quite how old it was when I picked it up. It was 50p. It'd probably still sell, but not as much as the current ones. And then my parcel tape man was there. He'd run out of brown, but I'm not colour prejudiced. I got 3 clear rolls of parcel tape for £2 and 4 rolls of sellotape for £2. Nick and Andrea, Carla is not a performing monkey. Well, maybe. I am going to put Super Chat on, and anyone who wants me to do a tongue twister has to Super Chat me for it. Just like if you want Nick to do a dance, he does it for you. Isn't that right, Nick? If anybody wants you to dance, you just I'm sure I remember seeing that somewhere. Yeah, Amelia's just got £20 for a Slimming World pack used. Yeah, they go. Like I said, the newer ones are more popular, but they definitely go. Dawn Evans, have we all been on the sauce? If I'd been on the sauce, I'd have no chance, would I, of pheasant plucking and woodchucking. Okay. M&S, My First Dinosaur. I think he was 50p. He's got wibbly head. I think he was 50p. He will sell for 7 to 10 looking at completeds and solds. He should have gone in the wash with it. He's grubby and he should have gone in the wash, but he managed to run away. If you can get the stickers off Karin, that's better, because nobody else wants to be reminded that you've done better at your weight loss than they have. Alzatic says she sold a pink Filofax on day of listing. Thanks to watching me. You're very welcome. Filofaxes always go well. People are slagging off my internet as well. Despite the fact that my internet has only let me down once in the last, 17 minutes, people have been very mean about it. Don't let it hear you. A pair of Moshulu shoes. Moshulu is a very expensive brand. As you can tell, they've got their original price still inside, $69.99. There we go. Have I got anything to stroke this week? Mind your own business. The dinosaur's a bit grubby for stroking. I haven't found anything very strokeable this week. The only drawback with these, when I got them home, is I realised that there's a little discoloration in. Now, when I licked my finger and dabbed it, it disappeared, but as soon as it dried, it came back. So I think it's actually a scuff. I think it's a scuff on the leather. So that's a shame, because they don't really look worn, and they were £2. But we'll declare it, they'll sell, it'll be fine. Who else? Kirsten's joined us. Hiya, Kirsten. And she's waving. Either that or she's got... What's that? Parkinson's, I think, isn't it, when you twitch? I paid 15 for these, which is... I paid up on these, the dreaded phrase. I paid up on these. Lady had them up at 20. I offered a 10. We settled on 15. I'd have been happier at 10. Is it ethical to superglue an item you broke while packaging and hope for the best? It depends where the break is. How noticeable it will be. I have been known to repair things, but I generally declare the repair in advance. So yeah, as Sibs K says, basically it does depend on if you can get away with it. So these are Rio Roller. Oh god, see, I can't manage that. I can do Peter Piper, but I can't do Rio Roller. I'm going to drop more Rio roller boots in... these are called the Guava. I don't know why they're not called Rasta. It would seem logical to me they'd be called Rasta because of the colours. But they're called Guava. I paid 15. I should get 35. And yeah, we want to know what you've broken, Amelia. I can't get these back in their damn box. Amelia, would you rather be called Amy May or Amy or Ames or something? Because I'm calling you Amelia because that's the name that's coming up on the screen. But if you'd rather be Amy, then do say. One of my close friends, not Debbie Stevens, another Debbie. I've called her Deb for years. I was introduced to her as Deb. I've always called her Deb. I've known her about 10 years. The other day, her husband said to me, she hates being called Deb. She's always hated being called Deb. She prefers Debbie. I can't do it. I can't rename her. I can't think of her as anybody but Deb. It's a nightmare. Now I feel bad every time I speak to her. Is Rasta culturally insensitive? I don't know. Rastafarian is a religion, isn't it? Rastafarianism. And those are the colours associated with that. So maybe it is culturally insensitive. I don't know. Don't know. I can call you whatever I like. Fine. Okay. Christmas jumpers. Inspired by Mrs. Hills. 3 Christmas jumpers. They had them up at £1.50 each. I said to him, if I take all 3, will you do them for £1 each? And he said yes. So I've got 2 reindeer and 1 Christmas. She says she's not on the internet. She swears she's not on the internet. I think she might be on the internet. Question. Oh God, Siv, it's gone. Hang on while I try and scroll back up and find it. A proper question. In your years of selling, is there stuff you avoid purchasing from the outset or anything you prevent purchasing after bad experience? I'm not very good on electricals, and that annoys me because I know there's money in there, but I'm not very good at knowing how to test them. As I said, technophobic all the way. I certainly I don't purchase anything computery. That computer chess is about as computer as I go, and you can see why, because I don't know what I'm doing. I look at cables. You know, you go to the car boot and there's massive boxes of cables, and I'm like, I know there's money in that box if I knew which cable was which, and if I could label them up and whatever. I deliberately did that offline pick. I thought it was entertaining. So yeah, I avoid anything electrical just because I don't know what I'm doing. Bad experience. Oh, I've got a ka-ching. I don't know what it is. Double ka-ching, so there should be a doodly-doo in a minute for a PayPal payment. Bad experience, not really. There's stuff that I've given up buying because it just doesn't sell. So stuff that I would have felt really, really confident about in the past, I don't bother buying anymore. It just hangs around and hangs around and hangs around. Good God, it won't stop now. Nick will be complaining. Nick complains if things ka-ching. What have I got here? Nothing, apparently. Why is my... It says nothing is showing. Richard Payne says he's late and he'll watch the beginning later. You probably won't miss much. I don't say much worth seeing. Awaiting postage. Bear with. But oh God, I've signed out. Christmas jumpers. Would you avoid effort? No, I would buy any Christmas jumper regardless of what it is, because there's always going to be someone who wants a Christmas jumper. They're not fake ka-chings, Nick Hills, but I don't know what they are. Anything to do with them. There might be bids coming in. I've got some auctions running, and so they're probably auction bids coming in. They're not popping up on the top of my phone to tell me what they are. Yes, they're auction bids coming in. Yay! So people are now fighting over one of my Follow Society books, despite the fact that I've had it listed for 100 bloody years and it didn't sell. Go figure. So I've lost track of the chat. I don't know what I was talking about. I don't know why we're here. We were talking about Christmas jumpers. I would buy any brand at all, because people want Christmas jumpers and they're not listening. I think with a Christmas jumper, you're probably not bothered about what brand it is, are you? You're more on about what's on the front, you know? And yes, you might be able to buy it new for £10, but people can't always go out, or they can't be bothered to go out. Some people just hate shopping, you know? So just because you can buy one new doesn't mean you won't sell yours for the same price. It always astonishes me, the prices that people will pay for stuff that was cheaper than that originally in the shop. Yeah, Amy's saying as well she buys any Christmas jumper. I'm not sure what Peter's getting his parents to do. Threaten Virgin Media with instant death or something. So, speaking of Filofaxes, as I believe we were in a moment ago, I picked up 2 today from the same seller. I've got a purple domino, that was 50p, and I've got a Filofax Pocket Active. Now this is a kind of a rubbery cover and a really chunky zip. Can you see the chunky zip on there? So I presume this is for a manly man, because manly men always carry around small Filofaxes. Joe Brown's Christmas jumper, yes, I'd be happy to find that. So yeah, 50p each. Easily a tenner on that one, probably a tenner on that one. The dominoes are not so popular, but for 50p you wouldn't leave it behind. And a couple of comforters today as well. As you can see, this one was 30p. She stuck his price on his head. That can come off. This one is Keel Toys. Again, 6 or 7. Nothing very exciting. Nothing to make you dance. And this one is Plain Grow, which I think is Sainsbury's. Yeah, Sainsbury's. And that was 50p. So you're looking at, again, 6 or 7 quid. Not a huge amount, but I quite like this guy. He was 50p, so I thought I'd bring him home. He should have gone in the wash and managed to escape. He is a Morrison's My First Dinosaur. Isn't he cute? Quite a cute face. Not cuddling him. Not very fresh. Not cuddling him. Karen's on 69 listings so far this week. I listed 1 this morning. Does that count? I did do a few at the beginning of the week, but nothing much this week. And I'm going on holiday Monday, so there won't be a lot getting done. At some point, I should probably pack a suitcase. A Bop It. Bop It Extreme. Don't know whether it's got batteries in it. Can never remember how the damn things work. Do I pick up supermarket brand clothing? If it's nice, if I think it will sell, I buy it regardless of the brand. I used to think, oh, you know, there's no point buying anything from a supermarket. Who's going to buy that? And people do. People buy Primark stuff. People buy. I sold the other day second-hand Primark pyjama bottoms for 9 quid. People do buy it. So yeah, I now go by, do I like it? Do I think I can sell it? Rather than where is it from? And particularly if it's got its labels on, because, you know, you can usually go well with that. And large sizes, as you said, always good. I'm going to Turunç in Turkey, which is just around the coast from Marmaris slightly. We've been to Marmaris, I think, 13 times. It's gotten to the point now where you know, Marmaris is like going to Western-super-Mare. We managed to get a cheap all-inclusive deal, and so we're going to Turunç for a week. 4 of us going. Amy says she's not alone in this. Most people don't. Oh, supermarket clothing, yeah. And yeah, Amy, you sell on Facebook. I don't sell on Facebook. Sorry, I'm falling off my chair. I don't sell on Facebook. I can't be bothered with people coming to my house. It annoys me because they don't turn up. They say they're coming and they don't turn up, and it makes me angry. And then when they do turn up, I can't be polite to them because they've annoyed me. Ted Baker. Ted Baker top for 50p. It's kind of like a little cardigan-y thing. I don't quite know what to describe that pattern as. It's kind of a pleat affair, but I don't quite know what to call it. Yeah, Sibk says TU2 stuff from Sainsbury's is right. It does. TU, I quite often pick up 2 stuff thinking it's going to be White Stuff or Bowden because they do a lot of that kind of prints. Very middle class appeal print. John Clissold, do I ever snipe out items from eBay? Very, very rarely. I can't be bothered with auctions. I don't want to. I'm very much a buy it now buyer. And you don't usually get the best prices on buy it nows. Occasionally I do. I mean, and sometimes I just turn stuff around quickly. I bought myself a handbag. It was no good. Turned it around, sold it again the same day. So, box ruffle pleats. Is that what we're calling it? Thank you, Karen. In fact, I might write that down because I will forget it. I can't even... Somebody's stolen my pen. Somebody. Natalie. Natalie gets the blame for everything. Box ruffle pleats. Thank you. Peter Ray says, next time I get a live stream towards the end of next week, I will have my new Logitech C912. I'm thinking I ought to get a decent camera instead of trying to do this on my phone. Sibcase FF second Natalie, that's about my pen, isn't it? Because she's not on the internet because she's been told not to. This was 20p. See, he's got 20p lever. He's cuddleable. He doesn't stink. And I think he's from the little Bluenose collection. These little patches, I think they're from the Bluenose collection. And it says on his label, Scuba, number 80. May Chunk Roo, hi, I'm a new subscriber. Hi, May Chunk Roo, welcome. You'll probably regret it, darling. You'll probably think, why have I... Yes, he is Bluenose. Look, inside his tag. Inside his tag, he says Bluenose. I've no idea if he's worth any, but he was 20p and he was cute. Make Natalie pedal for the internet connection. We could do that. We could get one of those exercise bikes and she could pedal, and the faster she pedaled, the faster my connection would be. He's a Bluenose dolphin. Thank you, Amy. Is he worth anything? You guys just do all my research for me. I'll sit here and do nothing at all. Crook lock. Crook lock for £1. Couldn't undo it. Couldn't work it out, but I thought for £1. I usually sell well. If not, my son will probably have it off me because he always buys the kind of cars that other people want to break into. Tatty Teddy Bluenose. Yeah. Sorry, trying to read the chat as well. I read the chat and I forget to speak. And a Radley Brolly. £3 on a Radley Brolly. More than I would normally like to cough up. She wanted 4. I went in at 2. We settled on 3. It is unused. It's still in its nice pleats inside the thing. And so by the time I have rewrapped it, I think we're probably looking at... I sold the last one for 15, I think. So... I reckon as Carla is good at tongue twisters, like to learn everyone's name in this chat. Well, you'll keep disappearing off. Any tips on how to recognise a Jellycat plush? Well, as in once you've bought them, do you want to know how to spot one, or do you want to know how to identify it once you've got them, Sib? Karen, give me £10. What's that for, my darling? Is that for the umbrella? Leo Taylor, apparently Leo Taylor would like a shout out. If I give you a shout out, Leo Taylor, will you stop putting the word shout out in the chat? That would be great. Since you've now literally moved the chat up 18 miles with your one word. How to spot them in the shite pile of baby juice. Experience, really. I'm sure I missed hundreds at first. So, yeah, just experience. The more you buy, the more you'll spot. Quite often they are brightly coloured. Quite often they have the plastic hoops attached. The baby range has the plastic hoops attached. They do all have the same label, and they're usually very, very soft, plushy, nice feel to them. I think we're done. That's the end of the bag. We've reached the bottom of the bag. I've shown you everything. I didn't buy very much, really. It was a very big car boot sale, but it was very busy. Hi, Cast Auto. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Right, Leo Taylor, you're annoying me now, darling. I'm sure that's your intention. Pennywise has joined us. If anyone who you'd least likely see in your chat, surely Pennywise is it. Okay. He looks like a kid. Is this Leo Taylor? Apparently Leo Taylor, you look like a child. Perhaps that's why you're behaving like a toddler, sweetheart. Is it time for bed? Is it time for a nap? Pennywise is offering balloons. Does anyone want one? Oh yeah, that's all you need. A scary clown giving you a balloon. I have reached the end of my haul. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't a large haul. It was a big car boot sale. It was very busy. I didn't buy anything much in the first couple of rows because I was too busy being elbowed out the way by people dashing around. I don't know whether it's a mistake to start at the end of the car boot instead of at the beginning. You know, I started at they set the first few rows up and they let traders. I'm astonished by some of the things I'm reading in the chat. Absolutely astonished. Sorry, my mind is just trickled off somewhere. Sorry, bear with me a second, guys. Bear with. Bear with. Anybody bearing with me? We're just having our Miranda moments. There we go. Apologies for that taking me so long. Think I've dealt with those. Possibly somebody else will pop in a second now, but we will see. So, any idea where I was? Any idea what we were talking about? Anybody got a clue? Help me out here. Mine's gone blank. This is such thrilling live streaming. I just sit here with a completely empty head and you guys watch me trying to remember. 2 rows of car boot. Thank you, Carrie. The first 2 rows, they lay them up traders only, and they get there. They pay extra to be able to be able to get pitched first. So I don't really want to start at that end because they are just guys that turn up with the same stuff week after week after week, and you've seen it all, you know. So I start at the other end, which is usually the people who don't normally do a car boot sale and didn't realise they should have got there a lot earlier, and that's why they've been pitched very, very late in the day. Am I making any sense? So I start at the end, at the finish end, rather than the beginning. But the problem with that is that because I got there later today, the finish end was really, really busy with a lot of people who'd already done the rest of it. So I was kind of like, yeah, I'm not very good in crowd. I'm not tolerant. I'm a very intolerant person. Get out of the bloody way. And for some reason, there's a certain type of person who goes to the car boot sale with suitcases. They tend to buy a lot of shoes. I don't know where they're going with these shoes, but they go with suitcases to fill up. And they don't care if they run over your foot. I don't know why they don't care, but they don't give a shit about your foot. Sib K wants to know, is there a safe, sensible way of cleaning plush without putting it in the wash? I stick most of it in the wash. Most of them go in the wash. Bear in mind, these are designed for children. Most of them are washable. I dry them on the radiator. Some things I chuck in the tumble dryer. This will go in the tumble dryer. He's got beanies inside him. He'll be fine. The dinosaur will go in the tumble dryer. They'll be fine. And the other thing is that I don't pay very much. So if they don't survive the wash or the tumble dryer, I just write it off as a bad experience. You know, it's not the end of the world. But baby wipes are good for the ones that you really feel you can't wash. Sometimes you get one that's got you know, like talking bits inside, battery bits, then baby wipes usually work quite well for them. To freshen them, you can tie them up in a carrier bag with a couple of tumble dryer sheets, which I happen to have some of here, look. Tumble dryer sheets in a carrier bag tied up, and just put them away for a bit, and they should, yeah, Richard Payne says, those guys with suitcases go to my car boot, they work in teams and they only buy shoes. What are they doing with these shoes? Are they running second-hand shoe shops? Second-hand shoe rackets? Karen would like to know, has anybody washed a Tatty Teddy in the machine? I don't buy the Tatty Teddies, Karen. Do you do well with them? I look at them and I think perhaps I should buy them. I know people collect them. But then I never know if some are more collectible than others. I only bought that one because he was 20p and he was cute. I didn't even realise he was Bluenose at the time. How's sales going at the moment? They have picked up, thank God. I've had a better week this week. I had 2 weeks that they were absolutely dreadful. 2 weeks of shocking sales. I'm looking at the lights glinting on my glasses. 2 weeks of shocking sales. Yeah, we nearly died of starvation here in Carla Towers. So Nick thinks the shoes go to Africa. Amy May says they send to Nigeria and sell them. There must be some very strangely shod people wandering around. Bear in mind that I know that I'm a backwards person. I don't know much geographically, and I assume that Africa and Nigeria are all kind of like you see on the exploration programs. You know, David Attenborough wandering around the desert and whatever. I can't picture people tottering around the desert in their new look high heels. I can't imagine it. Ghana and Nigeria, they are sold for big money. I wonder what big money consists of there, though. You know, compared to what we think of it. Dawn says, thanks for the tumble dry sheets tip. Did I don't know if I even finished what I was saying. I may have gone off at a tangent. But yeah, into a carrier bag, tied up with a couple of tumble dry sheets, bash them around a bit, and that usually freshens them up if they're a bit stinky and you can't wash them. Peter Ray says, next week will be a Charlie Chaplin and Fawlty Towers binge. I have posted your Charlie Chaplin DVD, Peter Ray. It is on its way. Carmel, I'm so sorry. I've got no chance of being able to pronounce your surname. Guilfoyle. First time you caught me live. Welcome. Nice to see you. Ghana and Nigeria, oil money, a lot of ladies with lots of disposable income. Really? You think? I'd say perhaps I'm still living in the 70s where these places were, yeah, disadvantaged or whatever. I don't know. Perhaps I'm living in the past. I'm a very old lady, you know. Very, very old lady. I did a few hours work last night. My friend works, she runs a social club. And she was short-staffed, so I did a few hours behind the bar for her just to help her out. It's the second time I've done it. It's only 3.5 hours. My legs did not know what had hit them. And when I got up this morning and suggested to my legs that we should go for a long walk around the boot sale, I thought they were going to get up and leave me. I thought it was going to... They were horrified. Sib Kate, my sister owns a shop, and when an African lady comes in, they just buy loads of stuff and never ask for discounts. Like I said, I'm obviously behind the times when I'm thinking of these places as being kind of like third world and not having any money and living in mud huts. Amy says they never pay more than £1 for shoes at my car boot, and they constantly run people over with the suitcases. Yeah, they drive those suitcases like my son drives his car, like a bloody idiot. J True's joined us. Hi, J True. I'm just about to go, my darling. I'm pretty much. Carmel's got a ton of plush to clean a list. Yeah, I'm pretty much done showing my haul. This crook lock's filthy. It's absolutely grim. That'll need a bit of a clean up. But yeah, strange little haul. I will probably go to the smaller car boot sale tomorrow. Whether I'll get a chance to do a live stream tomorrow or not, I don't know, because as I said, I'm off on holiday on Monday, and as you can see before I go, I need to dye the white stripe because I'm a bit worried that they might think I'm a zebra crossing and drive over my head in Turkey. Not that they stop for zebra crossings. Sib K, there's a guy all over video games, you know, virtually knocking on windows asking for games when he's not badgering car boot as he's picking up shoes. There was a guy in front of me walking through the car boot sale. He was a youngish guy, I would say mid-30s, early 30s, mid-30s, and it looked like he was with his dad and perhaps his partner. And he was holding forth about all the wonderful things you could buy and how they would learn. If they carried on watching him, they would know what to pick up and they would learn what to look for. And this was worth money and he could get money for this. And I just wandered quietly behind him buying all the stuff that he was leaving behind. So we all buy what we think we can sell. Thank you to everyone who's wishing me a nice holiday. I hope so. Praying for decent weather. We don't normally go this late in the year, so I'm praying that the weather will hold out. And also praying for decent food, because we never go all-inclusive. It's really, really cheap to eat out in Turkey. And you can have a really good meal for like sort of £5. So we never go all-inclusive, but this time, because it was a cheap deal, we thought we'd grab it. And now I'm a bit like, what if the all-inclusive food is rubbish? Maybe I should just take money as well, just in case. I like, can you tell I like my food? Can you tell? I am going to say goodbye. I'm sure other people in the house would very much like to be able to use some of the internet, which I have denied them. Have you noticed we only got kicked off twice? That's not bad, is it? Where am I flying from? What do you mean you've got the hurricane on Monday? Who's we? You're in Exeter. I'm not flying from Exeter. You can keep the hurricane down there. Don't send it up to Bristol. We're flying from Bristol. And yes, I think I will. I'll probably take the same amount of money that we always take when we go anyway. Question. Tell us about your neighbour at number 1. Sib, are we going to go through the whole street? Really? The neighbour at number 1... He's a very nice man, actually. He's a bit hedge obsessed. He's one of those massive privet hedges, and he goes out and trims it really, really carefully. And if the kids go out and play football and kick their football into the hedge, he gets cross. Any more questions about the neighbours? I can't invite them all in. You know, last time we started talking about... So look at my fringe. Last time we started talking about the neighbours, Debbie came over, didn't she, and joined in. I don't know the people at number 2. I'm going, Sib. I'm not doing all the neighbours. If I do all the... Look at my fringe. Look. No, that's a proper Professor Brainstorm head, isn't it? Call it my 5 head. I've lost the plot. If I do all the neighbours today, there will be no neighbours for another day. Mr. Fish, tell me that there's no hurricane. Oh, Michael Fish, do you remember that fiasco? Yeah, we won't listen to him. I have to go. I have to let other people use the internet. They live here too. They help pay the bills. I might be on tomorrow with a quick live stream. I might not. Everybody have a lovely Saturday night. I'm going over Deborah Stevens for games night. I don't know what we're going to play, but we're looking forward to it. Everybody have a lovely Saturday night. If I don't see you tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your weekend. If I don't see you next week, enjoy the week. I will see you whenever I see you. Take care, everybody. Bye.